CNN's Catholic News Special tonight with Garth Phelps.
Based on the novel by the same name, written by Georgetown alumnus William Blatty, the 1973 film The Exorcist is widely regarded as one of the scariest movies of all time. Perhaps no other Catholic movie has received as much fanfare as The Exorcist. The movie was so famous, in fact, that it grossed over $400 million in box office, and these steps right here, where our protagonist, Father Karras, tries to rid the devil from the body of Reagan, was forever preserved as a landmark as a result of the film's fame. At the same time, the film did receive a mixed bag of criticism.
That's right. In 2010, Congress even selected the film to be part of the National Film Registry. However, even in West Germany, the film was banned.
Why is that the case? Tune in to tonight's episode of Garth and Phelps to figure out. The 1973 film was inspired by the true story of Roland Doe from Cottage City, Maryland, who was allegedly possessed by a demon and received an exorcism from a number of Jesuit priests during the late 1940s. To this day, it still remains unclear whether young Roland was actually possessed, was suffering from a mental illness, or was just plain making everything up.
However, William Blatty's story deals with the exorcism of 12-year-old Reagan McNeil, as well as the battle between fathers Karras and Marin, two Georgetown Jesuit priests, versus an ancient demon by the name of Pazuzu. Throughout the film, the two Jesuit priests do all they can to expel the demon from poor Reagan's body. The two become successful in doing so, but not without paying the ultimate price, as both Father Karras and Marin lose their lives while battling Pazuzu.
Throughout history, Catholicism has long been viewed as the religion of exclusivity and mysteriousness. Prior to the release of the film, the public knew extremely little about the practice of exorcisms. Because of this, we can say that the Exorcist film shaped many people's views and perception of exorcism. Millions of people around the world left theaters shocked and terrified thanks to the incredibly graphic portrayal of the exorcism sequences. Anyone who has seen enough movies knows that Hollywood loves to sensationalize the truth in order to sell at the box office. This left us wondering, are the exorcism sequences from the film an accurate portrayal of real-life exorcisms? In other words, are exorcisms really filled with head-twisting, spider-crawling, and crucifix masturbations?
In this scene, we see the possessed Reagan crawling down the stairs. This scene is notoriously known for being one of the scariest of the film.
As we see in this scene, our protagonist Reagan is seen twisting her head 360 degrees.
And the Holy Spirit. Damien!
To answer this question, we looked at a more recent portrayal of exorcisms seen in a documentary entitled Hell, the Devil's Domain. And as we can clearly see, this film offers a very different perspective of exorcisms.
Exorcism. We prefer the term deliverance or casting out demons. We don't use the word possessed because possess implies a total control. What we believe is that demons can influence us.
Additionally, after researching real-life accounts of exorcisms, we learned that some common symptoms of demonic possession include changes in voice, sudden dilation of the pupils, and the use of very profane language. Nowhere do we find that the many graphic portrayals of demonic possession seen in The Exorcist are common in real-life possession stories.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
From the shots of Harbin Hall and even Dahlgren Chapel, the oldest Catholic university in the country serves as the perfect backdrop to this haunting story. Unknown to many, however, is the influence the university had behind the scenes as well. For instance, not many know this, but the film was produced by Hoya Productions.
When writer William Blatty attended Georgetown University, it is said his favorite professor was a Jesuit by the name of Father Thomas M. King. Blatty was such a big fan of Father King, he even had him playing an important role behind the scenes of the film, as he was asked to bless the set before filming because of a number of unusual events which unfolded during the film's production.
One such incident was a fire that destroyed the first set, delaying production. Due to the fire, the interior sets of the McNeil residence needed repair. What's most startling about this incident is that the only room spared from the fire was Reagan's room.
Without Father King's blessing, it's hard to say that the cast and crew would have felt as comfortable filming. It was widely rumored, although never proven, by members of the Georgetown community that Father King even played a role in the exorcism of Roland Doe, who the story was based off of. It is because of this we could argue that Father Thomas King served as a basis for William Blatty's The Exorcist.
The Exorcist paved the way for many demonic-themed movies, such as The Omen and the Amityville Horror, as well as many contemporary movies like The Rite and Paranormal Activity. In addition to this, world-famous horror novelist Stephen King has been quoted as saying that The Exorcist served as a source of inspiration for his writing.
While in today's context, the images seen in the film may seem incredibly fake and cheesy, it's important to note that in the 1970s, audiences were not used to seeing such graphic images on TV. Ever since the film's release, we have seen hundreds of Hollywood motion pictures try to outdo The Exorcist as far as horrifying the audiences. It is because of this we can say that The Exorcist will go down in history as a first of its kind, and one of the greatest, if not the greatest, horror films in history. In addition to scaring people worldwide, The Exorcist brought Georgetown and Catholicism to the forefront, shaping many people's perception of Catholicism, and more specifically exorcisms, as well as transforming the oldest Catholic and Jesuit university in America into a haunted Hollywood landmark.